Hello there, I'm the Curious Kit, and welcome to my 100% walkthrough of Quake. Today I'll be taking you through map 4 of episode 1, the Grisly Grotto. And also I'm going to be mentioning the names of the authors of all these maps now, since it's worth mentioning. The Slipgate Complex was made by John Romero. The Castle of the Damned, Necropolis, and the Grisly Grotto, this map, were all made by Tim Willits. With that said, let's get underway. Okay, from here, go forward and kill the scrag, but be careful, because as soon as you do, one spawns behind you. Go on. Now there's two ogres on the wooden platform there, knight in the pit down below. Best way to deal with them is to first shoot the switch on each side of the room. That should squash the knight. As for the ogres, just find yourself a nice seat and enjoy the show. I love that. There's one thing with nightmares, that ogres are much more likely to kill each other. Once you've dealt with them, go down the stairs, grab all the items and the armour, and continue forward. Now don't grab the biosuits yet, try and deal with the scrags in the room first. There's one in front of you, one patrolling back and forth, which has just seen me. There's a third one on the darkness on the right here. I mean, you might also get an ogre coming through the door. Let's see if he comes out. Get him. Or did I? Oh, yeah, he saw me. Oh, sorry. Windows decided to play up there. Okay, now grab the biosuit. Okay, you're meant to go where the air bubbles are. But first, look for this slightly different lighting on the wall here. Go towards it, swim up for your second secret, which is a box of rockets. Now, if you want to get all the kills, you have to go this way first. Have your grenade launcher ready, because you have two fiends to deal with. You might take damage, so do your best. But you can't go any further to the silver door. But what I do before leaving is I back right up against this wall and take out the enemies up top. You have three ogres bombing you now. So the best way to deal with ogres when they're high up like this is to back right up against the wall so the grenades bounce off harmlessly. And that's what we can do here. So continue on, swim underwater towards the bubbles, and then surface inside. Watch out for the ogre waiting for you. And then take out the one across the way. Once that's dealt with, you can come in here safely and pick up the super nail gun. Now this is your chain gun of Quake. It does massive damage, rips through enemies, but uses a lot of ammunition. So against weak enemies like knights and scrags, it's a bit of a waste. So I go back to my double-barreled shotgun for this moment to deal with the knights here. Die. And then I use the grenade launch to deal with the ogre around the corner. Just grab all the items. Now there's an ogre hidden in the water pit just here. Just chuck a couple of grenades in. Easy. There's also a box of nails in the water by here, so don't miss that, because those are always nice. It goes towards the lift, but don't enter yet. I just bounce a grenade off each wooden post. Because of that. Saves you an ambush. Keep your grenade launcher ready. Go on the lift facing backwards, and just chuck a couple of grenades. And then use your regular nail gun to deal with the ogre. Thank you. Yeah, using a regular nail gun gives you more control of the ammunition use, so especially with enemies that aren't too much of a threat, like this guy, it's better to use. Plus, it's the best weapon to use here, because when you press this button, 3 scrags will spawn in, and 2 knights in the doorway. Didn't go too badly, I guess. No, there might be 1 ogre still here, so have your grenade launcher ready and blow him up. Now this door with the pentagram takes you to the silver key, but watch out because there's some more scrags over the water. Move on and grab the silver key, but watch out because 2 more scrags will spawn and 1's behind you. Double check you've got everyone, and then go towards where the silver door is. Now if you didn't go here before just the silver door, this ogre won't be here, so you'll miss a kill. It's a bit of a design flaw, this map. And when you open the door there's a knight waiting for you, so shoot, and then there's an ogre on the right. This button will open the panel over there to reveal yellow armour. Don't grab it yet, because I'm going to save it for the moment. Let's blast up there. There's also another scrag up here. Now, I made this mistake when I first started playing. This is not water. It's slime. Even though it looks like water, it will damage you. Now this just stinks of it's a trap, and you'll be right. You can see the indentations in the wall here. As soon as you step in the spotlight, just get out. I'll have to chuck a couple of grenades up there. These ogres better just use your super nail gun against them. Now that's that there, if we can now grab the armour. Go back to your grenade launcher, face backwards as you enter the lift. Let's see if we can get to 4 in 1. Almost. And each of these switches on the floor here activates the spike shooters, so don't stick around on them. Ow. When you approach the stairs at the back here, the wall on the opposite side will open to reveal a fiend. Oh no, I missed that badly. When you press all 5 buttons, these 2 doors open, which take you to where the ogres were, allowing you to grab their rockets. And there's also a small button that doesn't look like one on each side. This isn't a secret, but you get some items for it. A secret cave is opened. I wonder what that's all about. There's a knight waiting for you up the stairs. And then this takes you up top where the ogres were earlier. And you can see, taking them out really makes this area easier. When you go forward, some scrags spawn in, both behind you. And then finally you'll have a knight and 2 ogres at the end. And that's the exit, but don't exit yet because we're short of secrets. Now, what's that secret cave all about, I wonder? Grab any health you find. Now here, just try to aim for the water to drop down. And you can see the secret caves over here You swim in and up. Secret area with a grenade launcher, some health, and the secret exit. So go through. And that was the Grisly Grotto. Now, personally, I think it's a bit of a mixed bag. They get some. It's definitely got a nice design and a big underwater area, which is quite unique, especially for games of the time. It's because some quite nasty traps though in places, even just with basic knights. But after a while, they start becoming predictable, especially when you know what to look for. I don't know what to say about this map really. I do think the slime is a bit of a. I don't know. I think it could use a different texture because that just looks too much like water. Or pond water, swamp water, I don't know, but it doesn't look like slime until you step in it. And it's too easy to get caught off guard by that. Otherwise, yeah, it's an okay level. But I'm the Curious Kit. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time on probably one of my favourite levels in Quake, Ziggurat Vertigo.